for the Lombardi and Gauden, and it is our extreme privilege to be on hand for the Super Bowl. And I can't help but look down on this field, partner, and think about the history of this game and all the great players, all the great teams that have stood on the field for this moment. So special.
This game is so historic that while we call it the Super Bowl now, that wasn't even the name of the first couple. It's the AFL NFL World Championship game before the Super Bowl really took hold. And think about the Green Bay Packers winning the first two that got us kicked off and started towards where we are today.
And with the whole world watching, at the end of this game, at the end of tonight, one of these two sides, they get to etch their name in NFL immortality.
No doubt about it. They hold up the ultimate symbol of victory in this league, the Lombardi Trophy.
A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Trubisky will throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Our first carry now for Jordan Howard. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Throwing here, Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. They get it to him running left. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. With the first touchdown of Super Bowl 53. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Striking first in any game is very important, but on this stage, the biggest of stages in the Super Bowl, that's huge.
You fully expect the other team to battle all the way through, but when you're the one setting the pace, jumping out in front, that has to feel great for the entire organization.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On 1st down, Darnold. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Eddie Goldman with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he hits Jermaine Kearse. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a run. This is below Powell. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, Darnold. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Detroit!
Darnold from the gun. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Buying time to his left. Gonna let one fly for Rob. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, 62 yards. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
How about the throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. New York set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Gone.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Bears. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now it's Trubisky. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Leonard Williams in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. On 1st and 10, Darnold. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Akeem Hicks. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Darnold. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. So they go with the empty set, and that's the risk you run right there. Nobody was there to protect.
Well, you know, most offenses have audibles, and they've changed plays when they see certain sets. A lot of defenses do the exact same thing. You go to an empty back set, they bring pressure, and boy, did it pay off in this case.
Look at this spin. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. 91 yards. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Parkey with the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And the Jets have got it. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game. That maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
No. Check. Patriot.
They go play action here on first down. Airing one deep for Curse. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh shot again. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Lock in.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. And that is incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. On 3rd down, Trubisky. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And yet again, they're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Avery Williamson leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. Forced out to his left. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Trubisky to throw, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, you can see and feel the disappointment on that one because you saw some guys on the sidelines jumping up going, oh, no. Looked like they had that one set up well on 3rd down, but you got to give yourself time to get rid of the football.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Parkey now following the made field goal to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. New York set to take the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
It's a 6-yard run. Leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. This is the running back, Powell. They find some open field here. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Bilal Powell, 69 yards. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Santos with the extra point. And that will shave one more off this lead. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, good move. And now running right through it. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Eluding the pressure right. Robinson's got it. And all the way down to the 29. Trubisky hitting Robinson for a big one. 45 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They snap it at 1. Now it's Trubisky. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Gotta go.
2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. Flushed out right. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Burton. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one goes for 24 yards.
Go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Bears will extend their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Here's Parkey now set to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what
and for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 22. After the interception, here's Trubisky. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Steps away to his left. On the left side, a catch by White. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On second down, here's Trubisky. Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So a minute 55 to go in the first half. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for... It's caught at the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Being chased out left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Hauled in by Anderson left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Detroit! Detroit!
A 1st down throw, Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now Darnold. And he's going to go down again. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow.
And it'll be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So we've come upon. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated. Ready to go for the second half. All right, Coach, thank you. And we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The halftime show, quite a spectacle, but it's back to football for the second half of Super Bowl 53. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice. He didn't.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bears continue to pour it on. And he's able to put it through. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Jets set to take the field. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Here's Powell. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now it's Darnold. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Leonard Floyd. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It give it and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Hey, gotta go, gotta go.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a Turkey Bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Parkey's kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said does. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
New York set to take the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds.
And now here is another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Here's Trubisky, and this is Gabriel on the catch. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Lock in.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 23 yards on the play.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Over the middle, complete. It's Burton. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
He's going to let it go again. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. He's going to air one out. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. Terrific return there. They're finally able to corral it down near the 11-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The eight. The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. This is Cullum. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
What we're seeing from the defense here is a group of guys bearing down, trying to help out.
And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Darren Lee coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now Trubisky to throw. And he's got his tight end Miller. Touchdown Bears. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Parkey adds the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Here's Parkey now set to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he loses the football a second time. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And that one is his 2nd fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role, or do you bring someone else in at this time?
Now Trubisky on 1st down. Dancing to his left. A good pickup of 6 there on 1st down.
I think that should have been chalked up as a winning play for the defense, and they somehow beat it, didn't they? Right-handed quarterback flushed to his left, yet he
got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, an 18-yard touchdown grab, and the Bears add on.
Sometimes when I see these types of plays executed, I think of basketball. Guys boxing other guys off to go out and get a rebound.
And he got the rebound right there. But the defense was really playing
right there. I mean, that's where it's really tough for a defender. When you're in the right spot, you're draped on the guy catching the ball, yet he still comes down with it.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of. Now the
partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on this team?
They go again with Powell. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Darnold. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down.
You're not entertained. I'm not just another one.
4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. Oh! Anderson. He'll be taken down across the 50.
I should have snagged that.
No reason not to try it there. They do indeed convert on fourth.
Detroit!
Darnold on first down.
Getting Khalil. That's why we paid you, nigga.
And he's brought down.
That's why we paid you. Knock you over here.
In there to make the
Shit like
sack.
that.
He buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
Let's go.
Darnold from the gun. He's going to go for a big play now. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On first down, Darnold. His throw incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
2nd down and 10, Darnold. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
And the big guy catches the ball in the backfield. Oftentimes, that's quite a surprise to a guy playing defense. Because he's not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher. It often works when they decide to dial it up.
4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
To the air again, Darnold. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Neil Sterling, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are able to get a score back.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
This is taken near the 13.
Niggas thought I was fucking done, dog. Ooh, that should have been another thing. That's the smart. They got let me take these pictures in the field.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
Looking deep for
Ball was to put up 60. Ooh, that's not pass. He tackled that nigga,
but couldn't connect.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Reds up! Reds up!
2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Throwing here, Trubisky. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. The Chicago first down, the former Jag Allen Robinson on the catch from Trubisky. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Trubisky to throw again. Nowhere to turn this time, and goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now it's Trubisky finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Sheds off the tackle. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
They come up in an offset eye. Now Trubisky, and he whips that one incomplete there. Time for a break. We're back to crown a champion after this. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. The Bears on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
You see it? Move.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So out comes the field goal team once more. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And Parkey's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. New York set to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A 1st down throw, Darnold. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Try and get it all back with one big shot. And get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Leonard Floyd. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Oh, Trubisky going to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Lock in, lock in.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. And Parkey's kick is good. Lead that's already out of hand. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 56 yards. And these Chicago Bears have etched their name in NFL history. They are your Super Bowl champions. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs. You see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them. A fantastic season.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.
Refer to me as the Super Bowl champ when you talk to me, you know. Super Bowl champ action. So you gotta refer to me. Get your biscuit. Let's get it. I should have took a couple kicks to the crib. Yeah, this nigga had the ball. He had 11 kickoffs to it, so I'm goddamn touchdown. Who scored? I went to Neiman Marcus. I spent the 40 by mistake. If they mad, make them madder. Refer to me as the Super Bowl champ when you talk to me. Refer to me as the champ. The fucking blowout. I knew I was gonna smack this nigga though. The niggas he was beating wasn't even superior. I was hoping I got one some because I was gonna slaughter that nigga too. Fucking massacre.